Welcome to Sleepy English. Research shows that reviewing information right before sleep helps the brain consolidate it into long-term memory. During the day, our minds are full of distractions, but just before bed, the brain can focus on what you've just learned and strengthen it overnight. So tonight, let's gently practice English with two simple dialogues. A late train and a long evening. Lena. Excuse me, is this seat free? Bob. Yes, it is free. Please sit. Thank you. The station is very crowded today. Yes, many trains are late because of the rain. Oh no, my train is already late. I hope it comes soon. Which train are you waiting for? The 7:30 train to Green Hill. What about you? Same train. I think we will wait together for a while. At least I'm not alone then. I don't like waiting at stations. Me neither. Time feels slower here. True. By the way, I'm Lena. Nice to meet you, Lena. I'm Bob. You too. Do you travel often? Not really, only for work sometimes. Today I visited a client. Are you tired? Very tired. It was a long day. And you? I had a job interview today. Really? How did it go? I think it went well, but I was nervous. Interviews are always stressful. What job was it? A receptionist job at a small hotel. I want to practice my English there. That sounds perfect for practice. Yes, but I made small mistakes when I spoke. That's normal. You are speaking English now very well. Thank you. I try to practice every day. How do you practice? I watch videos, repeat sentences, and talk to myself sometimes. Talking to yourself helps a lot. I do that too when I learn new words. Really? I thought only I did that. No, many learners do it. Announcement. Attention please, the 7:30 train to Green Hill is delayed by 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Okay, I can survive that. We have time to talk more then. Yes, do you live in Green Hill? Yes, near the park. It's a quiet area. I just moved there last month. Everything is still new to me. Welcome to the neighborhood then. Thank you. Do you like living there? Yes, there are small cafes and friendly people. I need to explore more. I only know the supermarket and my apartment. That's the beginning of every new place. What do you do for work? I repair computers, sometimes in an office, sometimes at people's homes. That sounds interesting. It is, but sometimes people panic before I even start. Why? They think all their files are lost forever. Usually it's just a small problem. Technology scares me too. Don't worry, most problems are simple. Do you like your job? Yes, because every day is different. What about you? Do you enjoy working at hotels? I worked at a cafe before, but I want something new. I like meeting new people. Then a hotel is perfect. You meet travelers from everywhere. That's why I chose it. The train will arrive in 15 minutes. Good, the wait is getting shorter. Time passes faster when we talk. Do you study English alone? Mostly yes, but I joined a language group last week. A language group? Where? At the community center on Thursdays. People meet and practice speaking. That sounds helpful. I feel shy speaking in groups. Everyone feels shy at first. After 10 minutes, it becomes easier. Maybe I should try. You should. Practice with real people is different. What do people talk about there? Simple topics. Work, hobbies, travel, food. Nothing complicated. That sounds like this conversation. Exactly. What do you do after work usually? I cook dinner and watch documentaries. Sometimes I walk in the park. I like evening walks too. They help me relax. Especially after a stressful day. Yes, today I kept thinking about the interview again and again. That means you care about it. Yeah, I really want the job. The train is now arriving on platform 3. Finally. Let's go before it gets crowded. They walk toward the train. Do you always sit near the window? Yes, I like watching the city lights. Me too. It makes travel peaceful. They sit inside the train. The train feels warm after the cold platform. Yes, it's comfortable here. I always relax when the train starts moving. Same, it feels like the day is ending properly. Do you ever read on the train? Sometimes, but today I'm too tired. I understand, my brain is also tired. What will you do if you get the job? First, celebrate with my sister, then buy new work clothes. Good plan. And practice English every night. Consistency is important. What helped you improve your English the most? Listening every day, even when I didn't understand everything. That sounds difficult. At first, yes, but slowly words became familiar. Sometimes I feel progress is slow. Learning always feels slow from inside. Others see improvement sooner. That's encouraging. The train moves through the city. Look at the lights outside. The city looks different at night. Yes, quieter and calmer. I like this moment. No rush, no noise, just movement. I'm glad we talked today. Waiting alone would feel long and boring. Me too. Unexpected conversations are sometimes the best ones. Maybe we will meet again in Green Hill. Probably. It's a small area. Thank you for talking with me. I feel less nervous now. You're welcome, and good luck with your job result. Thank you. I hope tomorrow brings good news. Next stop, Green Hill Station. That's us. Yes, time to go. The train slows down. Well, this evening started with stress but ended peacefully. Sometimes delays bring good conversations. That's true. Take care, Lena. We see you at the community center. Yes, maybe I will come on Thursday. I'll be there. Then see you soon, Bob. See you soon. A long day in a new city. Mila. Excuse me, is this bus going to Riverside Street? Jonas. Yes, it is. I take this bus every day. Oh, good. I was worried I was at the wrong stop. Are you new here? I don't think I've seen you before. Yes, I moved here 2 days ago. Everything still feels confusing. That's normal. The city feels like a mess at first. I'm Jonas, by the way. Nice to meet you, Jonas. I'm Mila. Nice to meet you too. Are you going to work or just exploring? I'm going to a training center. Today is my first English class. That's great. Learning in a new city is a good way to start. I hope so. I feel nervous when I speak English. Everyone feels that way at the beginning. Practice helps so much. Do you live near Riverside Street? Yes, about 5 minutes away. I work at a bakery there. A bakery? That sounds nice. It smells amazing every morning, but I wake up very early. What time do you start work? At 6 o'clock. The city is very quiet at that hour. I like quiet mornings. My old town was always calm. Where are you from? From a small coastal town. Everyone knew each other. That's very different from here. Yes, here people walk fast and look busy all the time. You will learn the rhythm soon. The bus arrives and they sit down. Thank you for helping me. Public transport makes me nervous. After 1 week, you will feel like an expert. I hope so. Yesterday I got lost for 1 hour. That means you're already exploring. Why did you move here? For work. I wanted independence and new experiences. That sounds like my reason too. Starting over can feel scary but exciting at the same time. Exactly. I feel both emotions today. Do you like your job at the bakery? Yes, I prepare bread and talk to customers. Many tourists visit. Do you speak English with them? Yes, every day. At first I made many mistakes. Really? You sound confident now. Confidence comes from repetition. I study grammar a lot, but speaking feels harder. Speaking is like exercise. You must do it regularly. I try talking to myself at home. That's a good method. I describe my day out loud sometimes. I thought I was strange for doing that. No, it means you're learning. The bus stops again. This is the central square. Many people get off here. The buildings looks beautiful. There's a market here on weekends. You should visit. I will. I want to learn the city slowly. Do you have friends here? A few. Most of them are co-workers. Making friends takes time. I worry about that. Starting new friendships feels difficult. Small conversations grow into friendships, just like this one. That's true. I already feel more relaxed talking to you. Bus continues moving. What do you usually do after work? I walk by the river or read at a cafe. I love cafes. They help me feel less alone. There's a quiet cafe near your training center. Students go there. That sounds perfect for studying. I want to improve my listening skills. People speak so fast. Try listening without understanding everything. Focus on keywords. That sounds less stressful. Learning becomes easier when pressure disappears. Announcement. Next stop, Riverside Street. That's my stop, right? Yes, mine too. Let's get off together. They leave the bus. Thank you again. I feel lucky I met someone helpful. Sometimes the city feels smaller when you talk to strangers. Where's the training center? Straight ahead, next to the library. I can show you. That would help a lot. They walk along the street. The air smells like bread. That's my workplace. The bakery is right there. It looks warm and welcoming. Come visit sometime. I will give you fresh bread. I definitely will. Are you working today? My shift finished already. Now I'm free. That must feel nice after waking up early. Yes, afternoons feel longer. They arrive at the training center. This must be it. Yes, this building. My heart is beating fast again. First classes always feel scary. After 10 minutes, you'll relax. Thank you for encouraging me. You're welcome. Maybe I will see you around the neighborhood. I hope so. Inside the classroom later. Teacher. Good morning, everyone. Please introduce yourselves to your partner. Hi, I'm Mila. Sarah. Hi, I'm Sarah. Is this your first class? Yes, and I'm nervous. Don't worry, everyone here is learning. Ask your partner 3 questions about daily life. Where do you live? Near Riverside Street. I just moved there. Nice area. What do you like to do in your free time? I like walking, reading, and discovering new places. Me too. Class continues with simple conversations. Now we will practice listening. Repeat after me slowly. Good morning. How are you today? Again, clearly. Good morning. How are you today? After class. That was easier than I expected. Yes, speaking together helps confidence. I think I will come every week. Outside the building, Mila meets Jonas again. How's your class? Surprisingly good. I spoke more than I thought I could. That's progress already. I feel proud of myself today. Want to celebrate with coffee? Yes, that sounds perfect. They walk to a cafe. Barista. What would you like? A latte, please. Black coffee for me. Coming right up. This morning I felt lost. Now I feel hopeful. One good day can change everything. I think today is that day. What is your goal for this month? To speak English every day without fear. That's a strong goal. What about you? I want to start studying again in the evenings. Maybe we can practice English together sometimes. I would like that. They sit quietly for a moment. The city feels different now, less scary. Because now you have a routine starting. Yes, a class, a cafe, a familiar face. New beginnings often start with small steps. And small conversations. Exactly. Thank you for being part of my first day here. I'm glad I was. Evening light fills the cafe windows. I should go home soon and review my notes. Good idea. Practice while everything is fresh. Today was long, but in a good way. The best kind of tired. See you again, Jonas. See you again, Mila. Lost phone at the cafe. Elif. Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? Marco. No, the chair is free. You can sit. Thank you. This cafe is very busy today. Yes, weekends are always crowded here. I understand why. It smells amazing. The coffee is good and the music is relaxing. I needed a quiet place after a long morning. Shopping or working? Apartment hunting. I walked all morning. That sounds tiring. Did you find anything nice? One place was beautiful but too expensive. Another was cheap but very small. Finding the right apartment takes patience. I just moved to the city, so everything feels urgent. I remember that feeling. I moved here last year. Really? Was it difficult at first? Yes, I got lost almost every day during my first week. I thought it was just me. No, getting lost is a part of learning a new city. By the way, I'm Elif. Nice to meet you. I'm Marco. Nice to meet you too. Do you come here often? Almost every Saturday, I read or plan my week here. That sounds peaceful. I should create routines too. Routines help when life changes. Waiter. Hello, what would you like to order? A cappuccino, please. Black coffee for me, please. Anything else? That's all. I like cafes where people talk quietly. Yes, loud places make studying difficult. Do you study here? Sometimes. I'm learning graphic design online. That sounds interesting. It is, but it requires discipline. Learning alone is hard. True, that's why I come here. Being around people helps motivation. I want to improve my English too. You're doing well already. I understand reading, but speaking makes me nervous. Speaking becomes easier with small conversations like this. Then this conversation is good practice for me. For me too. Here are your drinks. Enjoy. Thank you. Thanks. This cappuccino looks perfect. Black coffee tastes so good. So, what do you like most about this city? The parks and the diversity. You hear many languages everywhere. I noticed that on the bus yesterday. It makes the city feel alive. I want to feel part of it soon. What do you do for work? I'm looking for a job right now. Back home, I worked in a clothing store. Customer service experience is useful here. I hope so. I have 2 interviews next week. That's a good start. I'm excited but also scared. Being nervous means you care. Do you have friends here? A few, mostly people I met through classes or work. Making friends as an adult feels harder. Yes, but shared activities help a lot. Maybe I should join a course. Language exchanges are popular here. That sounds helpful. People meet, drink coffee, and practice languages together. That will be perfect for me. Elif suddenly looks around her table. Wait, where's my phone? Maybe it's in your bag. No, I checked. It was here a minute ago. Don't panic, let's look carefully. I remember putting it next to my cup. Maybe it slipped under the table. They both look under the table. I don't see it. Let's check the counter. Maybe you left it there when ordering. Good idea. They walk to the counter. Excuse me, did someone find a phone? What color is it? Blue, with a small sticker on the back. One moment. Yes, someone brought it here. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. Please be careful next time. I will. Thank you so much. They return to the table. I feel embarrassed now. Don't. Everyone loses something at least once. My whole life is inside that phone. That's true for most people today. Thank you for helping me stay calm. You handled it well. My heart was beating so fast. Stress disappears quickly once problems are solved. Today feels like a lesson about patience. Moving to a new city teaches many lessons. Yes, every day something new happens. What are your plans for the afternoon? I will visit the park and sketch buildings. You draw? Yes, drawing helps me observe details. I wish I could draw. Anyone can learn with practice. Maybe I will try new hobbies too. New environments are perfect for new hobbies. I like that idea, and I'm glad I sat at this table. Me too. Random conversations can become memorable moments. Today started stressful, but now I feel relaxed. Coffee and conversation are powerful together. Do you come here next Saturday too? Yes, usually around this time. Maybe I will come again after apartment visits. Then we can compare stories. That sounds nice. And hopefully no lost phones next time. Yes, hopefully. I should leave soon. I want to check one more apartment today. Good luck. I hope you find the right place. Thank you, and thanks again for your help. You're welcome. It was nice meeting you, Alif. Nice meeting you too, Marco. Alif stands up, takes her phone carefully, and smiles. Today was better than I expected. Sometimes small problems lead to good conversations. That's true. See you again, maybe. See you soon. A rainy evening at the supermarket. Regina. Excuse me, do you know where the rice is? I can't find it anywhere. Yes, it's in aisle 5, next to the pasta. I was looking for it earlier too. Thank you. This supermarket feels like a mess. I agree, every time I come here, they change something. I just moved to this neighborhood, so everything feels new and confusing. Welcome then, I live 2 streets away. I come here too often. Nice to meet a local person. I'm Regina. Nice to meet you, Regina. I'm David. Are you shopping after work? Yes, I finished late today. I wanted something easy for dinner. Same. I planned to cook, but now I'm too tired to make anything complicated. That happens to me all the time. I buy ingredients with big plans, then cook pasta anyway. That makes me feel better. I thought I was the only one. Do you enjoy cooking? I do, but only when I'm not tired. Cooking should feel relaxing, not stressful. I agree. My mother loves cooking, but I'm still learning. What do you usually cook? Simple meals, soup, rice, vegetables. Sometimes I try new recipes and fail. Failing is a part of learning. I once burned rice 3 times in 1 week. That sounds like something I would do. They walked toward aisle 5 together. Oh, here it is. Thank you again. No problem. Are you cooking tonight? Yes, I want something warm because of the rain. Rainy evenings always make me hungry. Me too. The weather changes my mood completely. Do you like rainy days? Yes, but only when I'm inside. Walking in rain is less enjoyable. True, I forgot my umbrella today. Oh no, you will get wet going home. Probably, but it's only a 10-minute walk. I still don't know the neighborhood well. Are there nice places nearby? Yes, there is a small park behind this building and a bakery on the corner. A bakery sounds dangerous for my diet. Same problem for me. Their bread smells too good. But why did you move here? I changed jobs last year. I wanted a quieter area. Is it quiet here? Mostly yes. Nights are peaceful. That's exactly what I wanted. My old apartment was very noisy. Loud neighbors? Yes. And traffic all night. I couldn't sleep well. Good sleep changes everything. What do you do for work? I work in an office nearby. I help organize events. That sounds interesting. It is, but sometimes stressful. Many details to manage. I understand. I work remotely, so I spend most days at home. That can feel lonely sometimes. Yes, that's why I try to go outside every evening. They continue shopping. Do you need anything else? Vegetables, I think. I'm trying to eat healthier. Good goal, I always start healthy on Monday and forget by Wednesday. That sounds realistic. Do you live alone? Yes, it was strange at first, but now I enjoy the quiet. I also live alone for the first time. Then everything feels new. Cooking, cleaning, planning your own schedule. Exactly. Sometimes I miss having someone to talk to after work. Small conversations help. Even talking to neighbors in supermarkets. Like this conversation. Exactly like this. I'm glad I asked about the rice. Me too. Grocery stores are surprisingly social places. They reached the checkout area. The line is long today. Rain always brings people inside. I forgot to buy tea. I can't survive evenings without tea. I can wait here while you grab it. Are you sure? Yes, go quickly before someone takes their place. Regina returns with tea. Thank you for waiting. No problem. Cashier. Hello, did you find everything you needed? Yes, thank you. Almost everything. They finish paying and walk outside. Oh wow, it's raining much harder now. Yes, the streets are already full of water. Do you want to stand here a minute? Maybe the rain will slow down. Good idea. I love the sound of rain on the roof. It makes the city feel calmer. Days like this make me want to stay home, cook, and watch movies. That sounds like a perfect evening plan. Thank you for helping me today. Moving to a new place feels less scary now. You're welcome. Everyone needs a friendly conversation sometimes. Maybe I will see you again at the supermarket. Very likely. I come here too often, remember? Next time I won't get lost between aisles. And maybe I'll remember my umbrella. The rain is getting lighter now. Yes, this is our chance. Well, it was really nice meeting you, David. Nice meeting you too, Regina. Good luck with your cooking tonight. Thank you. I hope the rice survives. I believe in you. Have a good evening. You too. See you around. First day at a new job. Emma. Hi again, Leo. Are you ready for lunch? Leo. Yes, I am very hungry now. The morning was busy. Thursdays are always busy. Did your computer work well after we left? Yes, everything opened slowly, but it worked. I even read my first emails. Oh, already? That's fast. Most emails were welcome messages. I like that. People here are friendly. Come on, let's go to the cafe. Is it far? No, it's next to the building. We go outside and turn left. Good, I need fresh air too. Do you usually eat lunch at this time in Spain? No, usually later, around 2 o'clock. So I am eating early today. You will get used to it. Many people here eat at 12. I want to try local food. What do you recommend? The chicken sandwich is popular and the soup is good. I think I will try the soup. It feels healthy. Good choice. Waiter. Hello, what would you like? 1 chicken sandwich and water, please. Tomato soup and bread, please. Anything to drink? Just water, thank you. Okay, it will be ready soon. This place is nice. Do many employees come here? Yes, almost every day. Sometimes it gets very crowded. I hope I remember everyone's names. It takes time. I still forget names sometimes. Really? That makes me feel better. So, why did you move here? I wanted a new experience and better work opportunities. Was it difficult to leave your home? Yes, especially my family, but we talk online every day. That helps. Do they speak English? A little. My mother practices with me now. That's cute. She says I sound different when I speak English. Maybe more serious? Yes, exactly. Here's your soup and sandwich. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Careful, the soup is hot. Thanks for the warning. This is very good. I told you. So, did Mr. Clark give you your first task yet? Not really. He said we will talk this afternoon. He's nice but very organized. He likes clear plans. That's good for me. Then you will work well together. What was your first day like? I was very nervous. I even sat at the wrong desk for 1 hour. Really? Yes, and the real employee came back and looked very confused. That makes my computer problem look small. Exactly. I want to improve my English quickly. Do people mind if I make mistakes? No one minds. Everyone understands. Just speak slowly. Sometimes I translate in my head first. That's normal at the beginning. Later, you will think directly in English. I hope so. After lunch, I can show you the kitchen and meeting rooms. That will help a lot. I still don't know where anything is. You're learning fast though. Do people work late here? Sometimes, but usually we leave on time. Work-life balance is important here. Good. I like having time after work to explore the city. Have you visited many places yet? Only the city center and a park near my apartment. You should visit the old market this weekend. I will. Maybe I can practice English there too. Definitely. Thank you for helping me today. Without you, I would still be lost. That's part of my job, helping people feel comfortable. You are very good at it. Ready to go back? Yes, I think so. They returned to the office. Okay, here's the kitchen. You can store food in the fridge. Good to know. And this is meeting room A. Many team discussions happen here. Everything makes more sense now. Mr. Clark. Oh, Leo, there you are. How's your first day going? Very well, thank you. Everyone is helping me a lot. Excellent. Let's talk about your first task. I'll leave you two to work. See you later, Leo. See you, Emma. Please sit down. Your first task is simple. I want you to read last month's report and write a short summary. Okay, when do you need it? Tomorrow morning is fine. Take your time and ask questions if needed. Thank you. I will do my best. I'm sure you will. Later at his desk. Okay, first task. I can do this. How's it going? Slowly, but I understand most of it. That's a good start. I learned many new words today. Every day will be easier. I feel more relaxed now than this morning. That means your first day is successful. Yes, I think so too. It's almost 6 o'clock. Time goes fast. Really? The day finished already? Yes, soon everyone will go home. Thank you again for everything today. You're welcome. Tomorrow will feel much easier. I'm actually excited for tomorrow now. That's the best sign. See you tomorrow, Leo. See you tomorrow, Emma. At the evening language class. Maya. Hi, is this seat free? Yes, you can sit here. Thank you. I'm a little late. Is this the English class? Yes, it is. The class starts in 5 minutes. Good. I was worried I was in the wrong room. Don't worry. I check the door 3 times before coming in. I do that too when I'm nervous. Is this your first class? Yes, I just moved here last week. Welcome. I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you. I'm Maya. Why do you want to learn English? I need it for my job. I work at a hotel. Many guests speak English. That makes sense. I want to travel next year, so I need practice. Where do you want to travel? Maybe Canada or England. I haven't decided yet. That sounds exciting. I want to travel too, but first I need confidence. Speaking helps a lot. Reading alone is not enough. Yes, I understand grammar, but speaking is difficult. Same for me, I forget words when I talk. Me too, my mind becomes empty. Teacher. Good evening, everyone. Please sit down. We will start now. The teacher looks friendly. Yes, I think so. Today, we will introduce ourselves. Let's begin with simple questions. What is your name and why are you learning English? Teacher looks at Maya. You first. Me? Okay. My name is Maya. I work in a hotel and I want to speak with international guests. Very good, Maya. Clear and simple. Thank you. Next person. My name is Daniel. I want to travel and talk to people from different countries. Excellent. Traveling is a great reason. Now, please talk to your partner. Ask 3 questions. Where are you from? What do you do? What do you like to do in your free time? Okay, I will start. Where are you from? I'm from the city. I lived here all my life. What about you? I'm from a small town near the sea. Do you miss it? Yes, especially the quiet mornings. The city is louder. I like the city because there are many things to do. That's true. What do you do in your free time? I like reading and walking in parks. Sometimes I watch movies in English with subtitles. That's a good idea. I listen to English podcasts, but I don't understand everything. I think understanding a little is okay. We learn slowly. Good conversations, everyone. Now we will practice pronunciation. Repeat after me. I would like a cup of coffee. Class, I would like a cup of coffee. Again, slowly. I would like a cup of coffee. This is helpful. I never practice speaking at home. Me neither. I feel shy when I speak alone. Now stand up and walk around. Talk to another student for 2 minutes. Oh no, more talking. We can do it. They walk to another student, then return after the activity. That was easier than I expected. Yes, everyone is nervous, so it feels safe. Before we finish, write one goal for this month. What do you want to improve? My goal is to speak without fear. My goal is to understand conversations faster. Very good goals. Practice every day, even for 10 minutes. I like this class already. Me too. Learning together is better than learning alone. Are you coming next week? Yes, of course. Good, maybe we can practice speaking before class. That's a great idea. We can meet early and drink coffee. Perfect. I will try to arrive on time this time. Me too. Today was a good start. Waiting at the bus stop after work. Emma. Is this bus always late or is today special? Lucas. Usually it's on time, but traffic is terrible this evening. Good to know. I thought I missed it somehow. No, you're safe. I've been waiting here for 10 minutes already. Then I don't feel so unlucky anymore. I'm Emma, by the way. Nice to meet you, Emma. I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you too. Do you take this bus every day? Yes, after work. It's the easiest way to get home. I just started a new job nearby, so everything is still new for me. First weeks are always confusing. New routes, new people, new routines. Exactly, even small things feel difficult, like remembering where to stand or when to get off. After a few days, your body remembers automatically. What do you do for work? I work at an electronics store. I help customers choose computers and phones. That must require patience. A lot of patience. Some customers ask the same question many times. I understand. I work in customer support now, answering emails all day. That sounds tiring too. It is, but I'm happy to have a job again. Did you move here for work? Yes, I wanted a fresh start in a bigger city. Big cities can feel lonely at first. They do. Everyone seems busy, and no one notices new people. That changes slowly. Familiar places help. Do you like living here? Yes, there are parks, cafes, and many events on weekends. I haven't explored much yet. I go to work and then straight home. That's normal in the beginning. You're probably tired from learning everything. Ugh, very tired. My brain feels full every evening. A car passes quickly, splashing water near the sidewalk. Wow, that was close. Rainy days make drivers impatient. I almost didn't bring my umbrella today. Good thing you did, the weather changes fast here. What do you usually do after work? I cook dinner and watch something relaxing. Sometimes I read before sleeping. I want to build better evening habits too. Right now, I just scroll on my phone. Small routines help. Even making tea at the same time every night works. That sounds simple enough to start. Simple habits last longer. Do you live far from here? About 15 minutes by bus. What about you? Only 2 stops away. I chose an apartment close to work. That's smart. Long commutes can be exhausting. Do many people take this bus? Yes, especially during rush hour. Sometimes there are no empty seats. I hope we can sit today. My feet hurt from standing all day. First weeks at new jobs are always physically tiring too. I didn't expect that. Even sitting at a desk feels exhausting. Stress uses energy. That makes sense. I keep thinking about mistakes I might make tomorrow. Everyone makes mistakes at new jobs. People expect that. Hearing that helps a lot. The bus appears in the distance. Looks like our bus is finally coming. Perfect timing. I was starting to feel cold. Winter evenings arrive quickly here. They enter the bus and sit down. I'm glad we found seats. Me too. Standing after work is the worst. Do you listen to music on the bus? Sometimes, but today I prefer quiet. Same, my head needs silence after answering messages all day. Do you enjoy helping customers? Yes, when they are kind. Some people forget there's a real person behind the screen. That happens in stores too, but positive interactions make the day better. Today, one customer thanked me for solving a problem. That felt nice. Small appreciation changes everything. I want to feel more confident at work soon. Confidence comes faster than you expect. One day tasks suddenly feel easy. I'm waiting for that day. The bus moves through the city streets. This city looks beautiful at night. Lights make everything calmer somehow. Yes, daytime feels stressful, but evenings feel peaceful. What do you like to do on weekends? I usually walk and explore new streets. I like discovering small cafes. There's a good bakery near the central square. You should try it. I will add it to my list. Thank you for talking with me. Waiting alone felt long earlier. Conversations make time move faster, and they make new places feel friendlier. This is my stop next. Already? Time passed quickly. It always does when you talk to someone interesting. Nice meeting you, Lucas. Maybe we will see each other on this bus again. Very likely. Same time tomorrow. Then see you tomorrow, maybe. See you, Emma. Have a relaxing evening. You too. A morning at the fitness center. Sophie. Excuse me, do you know how this machine works? I've been staring at it for 2 minutes. Ryan. Yes, I can help. It looks complicated at first. Thank you, I just joined this gym today. Welcome! First days at gyms are always confusing. There are so many machines and everyone looks like they know exactly what to do. Most people felt lost on their first day too. I'm Ryan, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm Sophie. Nice to meet you too. I decided to start exercising because I sit all day at work. Same reason I joined last year. Movement helps both body and mind. I already feel nervous just being here. That feeling disappears after a few visits. How often do you come here? 3 or 4 times a week, usually in the morning. Morning workouts sound difficult. At first, yes, but they give energy for the whole day. What do you do for work? I'm a photographer. My schedule changes often. That sounds creative. It is, but editing photos means long hours sitting. I work in accounting, so I understand sitting too much. Try this machine slowly. Keep your back straight. Like this? Yes, perfect. Start with a light weight. Thank you for helping me. I didn't want to press random buttons. Good decision. Watching first is always smart. Music plays softly in the background. The atmosphere here is more friendly than I expected. Gyms look intimidating, but most people focus only on their own workouts. That makes me feel more comfortable. Do you follow a strict routine? Not strict, but consistent. Consistency matters more than intensity. That sounds manageable. I want to build healthier habits this year. Starting small works best, even short workouts help. I plan to come every Monday and Thursday. That's a great start. Do you listen to music while exercising? Yes, it helps me stay focused. I forgot my headphones today. The gym playlist isn't bad though. True, it's motivating. They moved to another area. Have you tried stretching yet? Not really. I usually skip it. Stretching prevents soreness tomorrow. Then I definitely need it. I didn't expect exercise to feel this good already. Movement releases stress quickly. I feel more awake than I did this morning. That's why many people start their day here. Maybe I'll become a morning person too someday. It happens slowly. Do people talk to each other often here? Sometimes, short conversations between exercises are common. I like that. It makes the place feel less anonymous. What motivates you to keep coming? Seeing small improvements, lifting a little more, or feeling less tired. Progress sounds encouraging. They finished their workout. I'm tired, but in a good way. That means it was a successful session. Thank you again for guiding me. I would be completely lost without help. You did great for a first day. I think I'll come again tomorrow. That's the best decision. Return before motivation disappears. Good advice. Do you usually get coffee after workouts? Yes, there's a cafe next door. Many gym members go there. That sounds like a perfect reward. Ready to go? Yes, I feel proud of myself today. You should. Starting something new is always the hardest step. Hopefully the next visit will feel easier. It definitely will. Nice meeting you, Ryan. Nice meeting you too, Sophie. See you around the gym. See you soon. A busy morning at the library. Lara. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Noah. No, you can sit here. I'm just studying. Thank you. Every table is full today. Mornings are always busy here, especially on Mondays. I didn't expect so many people in the library. Exams are coming, so everyone suddenly remembers this place exists. That makes sense. I'm Lara, by the way. Nice to meet you, Lara. I'm Noah. Nice to meet you too. Are you a student? Yes, I study architecture. I spend a lot of time drawing and reading. That sounds interesting. I just moved here and started a language course nearby. Oh, welcome to the city then. How do you like it so far? I like it, but everyone feels fast. People walk quickly and always look busy. You get used to the rhythm after a while. I came here to practice English and read quietly, but I forgot my headphones. The library is usually quiet enough without them. True, this silence here feels different from silence at home. Yes, it feels focused somehow. Exactly, it makes me want to study seriously. What are you studying today? Vocabulary and simple conversations. I want to speak more naturally. Speaking is the hardest part. Yes, I understand grammar, but when I speak, my mind becomes empty. That happens to me when I learn new languages too. Really? I thought confident people never struggle. Everyone struggles. Practice just hides it. Do you come here every day? Almost. I work better outside my apartment. Same for me. At home, I start cleaning or checking my phone. Libraries remove distractions. A librarian walks by quietly. I like how calm everyone looks here. People come here with goals that changes the atmosphere. What project are you working on? I'm designing a small community center. What is that? A place where people meet, learn, and share activities. That sounds important. Cities need spaces like that. Yes, architecture is not only about buildings, it's about people. I never thought about it that way. What did you study before moving here? I studied business, but I want to change direction. That's brave. It feels scary sometimes. Starting again is difficult, but also exciting. Do you ever feel tired of studying? Often, but small progress keeps me motivated. I try to study a little every day instead of a lot once a week. That's the best strategy. Lara opens her notebook. Can I ask you something? Of course. How do you stay focused for long hours? I divide work into small tasks. Finish one thing, take a short break, then continue. That sounds manageable. I also want to improve my listening skills. People speak so fast outside class. Try listening without translating every word. Just understand the idea. I will try that today. A phone vibrates softly. Sorry, that's my reminder to take a break. You schedule breaks too? Yes, rest helps concentration. Do you want to get coffee? Sure, a short break sounds perfect. They walk to the cafe corner. Barista. Hi, what can I get for you? A latte, please. Green tea for me, please. Coming right up. This place feels cozy. Many students meet here between study sessions. I like studying around people. It makes learning less lonely. Shared silence can feel comforting. Do you have many friends in the city? A few close ones. Most friendships started with simple conversations like this. That gives me hope. Making friends as an adult feels harder. It takes time, but consistency helps. Here you go. Thank you. Thanks. This coffee is perfect. The cafe is one reason I study here so often. What do you do when you feel stressed? I walk near the river or sketch buildings. Drawing relaxes me. I usually listen to music and walk too. Walking helps thoughts slow down. I want to build better habits in this new city. New environments are good for new routines. Yes, I feel like I have a fresh start. They return to their table. I should review my lesson notes now. I'll continue my design sketches. A few minutes pass in silence. Sorry to interrupt, but how do you pronounce this word? Let me see. Environment. Environment. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Speaking with someone helps more than studying alone. You're improving already. Hearing that motivates me. Do you ever imagine your future building designs becoming real? Yes, that thought keeps me working. One day people might use spaces I created. That must feel meaningful. It does. I want a job where I feel useful too. You'll find it. Change takes time. A clock chimes softly. Wow, 3 hours passed already. Time moves differently in libraries. I finished more work than I expected today. That's a successful study session. Thank you for talking with me. I felt nervous coming here alone. I'm glad you sat at this table. Will you study here tomorrow too? Yes, probably in the morning again. Maybe I will come again. Studying feels easier now. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Today started stressful, but now I feel calm and productive. Sometimes all we need is the right environment and a small conversation. Have a good day, Noah. You too, Lara. Good luck with your English practice. Thank you. See you soon. See you. A long walk in the city park. Norman. Excuse me, is this path going to the lake? Clara. Yes, it does. You just need to walk straight for about 5 minutes. Thank you. I'm still learning my way around this park. Are you new to the area? I don't think I've seen you here before. Yes, I moved here last week. I decided to explore instead of staying at home today. That's a good decision. This park is the best place to relax in the city. I already like it. It feels quieter than the streets outside. Exactly. The city noise disappears once you enter. I'm Norman, by the way. Nice to meet you, Norman. I'm Clara. Nice to meet you too. Do you usually enjoy walking? Yes, especially when I need to think. Walking helps me organize my thoughts. Same for me. I come here after work almost every day. That sounds like a healthy habit. It is. Fresh air changes my mood completely. What do you do for work? I work at a hospital reception desk. I talk to many people every day. That must be tiring sometimes. Yes, but also interesting. Every person has a different story. I like jobs where you meet people. What about you? I work online, so I spend most of my time at home. Then coming outside is important. Exactly, otherwise the days feels too similar. They continue walking slowly. The trees here are beautiful. They look even better in autumn. The colors change completely. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Do you like nature? Yes, my hometown and mountains and long walking trails. That sounds peaceful. It was, but I wanted new experiences, so I moved to the city. Moving is always a big step. Yes, everything feels unfamiliar at first. Even simple things like supermarkets or bus routes. I remember that feeling when I moved here 3 years ago. How long did it take before you felt comfortable? Maybe 2 months. One day I suddenly realized I knew where everything was. I hope that happens soon for me too. Do you come here alone or with friends? Mostly alone. Walking alone helps me relax after busy days. I understand. Silence can feel peaceful sometimes. Yes, but conversations like this are nice too. I agree. Talking to someone new makes the city feel smaller. They reach a bench near the lake. This is the lake I mentioned. Wow, it's beautiful. The water looks very calm. Many people sit here to read or watch the sunset. I might start doing that too. Do you read often? Yes, mostly novels. Reading helps me disconnect from work stress. I want to read more in English to improve my vocabulary. That's a great idea. Start with simple books. I will. Sometimes I stop reading because I don't understand every word. You don't need to understand everything. Focus on the story. That makes learning feel less stressful. Learning works better when you enjoy the process. A dog runs past them. That dog looks very happy. Dogs always enjoy parks more than people do. Do you have a pet? Not yet, but I want someday. My schedule is too busy now. I had a dog growing up. Walking with him every evening was my favorite routine. Pets create structure in daily life. What do you usually do after your walk? I go home, cook dinner, and sometimes watch series. Cooking after work sounds difficult. I keep meals simple, soup or salad most days. I'm still learning to cook properly. Everyone learns slowly. Cooking is practice, just like language learning. The comparison makes sense. Both require patience and repetition. They begin walking again. Do you have favorite places in this neighborhood? Yes, there's a small cafe near the park entrance. Very quiet and friendly. I should visit it sometime. You should. Many people read or work there. I'm trying to build a daily routine here. Routines help new places feel like home. Right now, every day feels unpredictable. Soon you'll have familiar paths and familiar faces. Today already feels easier than yesterday. Progress often happens quietly. Thank you for talking with me. I was nervous, exploring alone. You're welcome. Sometimes all we need is a simple conversation to feel connected. That's true. The sun begins to set. Look at the sky. The colors are changing. The sunset here is amazing. This is my favorite moment of the day. I understand why now. Do you walk here every evening? Almost every evening unless it rains. Maybe I'll start coming here too. Then we might meet again. I would like that. Me too. I should head home before it gets dark. Same here, I need to prepare dinner. Thank you for showing me the lake. And thank you for the conversation. Today was my first real walk in the city and it turned out better than expected. New places become meaningful through small moments like this. Have a nice evening, Clara. You too, Norman. Enjoy your new city. I think I'm starting to. See you around. See you. Running into each other again. Olivia. Hey, Daniel, right? From the language course last month. Daniel. Oh, Olivia, yes, I remember you. We were in the same speaking group. Exactly, I wasn't sure if it was you at first. Same here, I almost didn't say hello because I thought I might be wrong. I'm glad you did. How have you been? Pretty good, just busy with work lately. What about you? Busy too. I started a new job 2 weeks ago, so my schedule changed a lot. That sounds exciting. What kind of job is it? I work at a small travel agency now. I help customers plan trips and answer emails. That fits you. I remember you liked talking about traveling in class. Yes, I still do. Now I talk about travel all day, even when I'm tired. That's actually a nice problem to have. Are you still attending English classes? Not at the moment. I stopped after the course ended. I wanted a short break. I understand. After the final week, my brain felt completely full. Same, but I noticed my English becomes worse when I don't practice. I feel that too. That's why I try to speak whenever I get the chance. Do you remember the group presentation we did? Yes, I was so nervous that day. My hands were shaking. Honestly, I couldn't notice. You looked confident. Really, I was just trying not to forget my sentences. I forgot one of mine and started improvising. I remember that. You handled it well though. Inside, I was panicking. They start walking slowly together down the street. Do you live around here? Yes, I moved to this neighborhood recently. It's quieter than my old area. I come here often because my office is nearby. There's a nice cafe at the corner. I think I know the one with the big windows. Yes, that's it. I sometimes sit there after work to relax. Maybe I should try it. I usually go straight home and feel tired for no reason. Changing small habits can help with that. How was your new job so far? Better than I expected. The first days were stressful because I had to learn many systems. Learning new software always takes time. Yes, and I was afraid of making mistakes in front of customers. Did that happen? Of course. On my second day, I sent an email with the wrong date. That sounds stressful. It was, but my manager said mistakes are normal at the beginning. That helped me relax. Good managers make a huge difference. What about your work? Are you still at the design company? Yes, but my role changed recently. Now I work more with clients. Do you enjoy that? I do, but speaking English with international clients still makes me nervous. Really? Your English was already good in class. Classroom English feels easier than real conversations. That's true. Real conversations move faster. Sometimes clients speak very quickly, and I need a few seconds to understand. I experienced the same thing on phone calls. I learned to ask people to repeat politely. That's a useful skill. I'm still learning how to interrupt naturally. Me too. It feels rude sometimes, even when it isn't. They stop at a crosswalk and wait for the light. Do you still study English at home? Yes, but differently now. I watch interviews and try to repeat sentences aloud. That sounds effective. It helps with pronunciation and confidence. What about you? I listen to podcasts while cooking dinner. Even when I don't understand everything, I continue listening. That's a good strategy. Understanding gradually feels less frustrating. Do you ever feel stuck in learning? Sometimes I reach moments where I feel no progress for weeks. Exactly, then suddenly something becomes easy. Language learning is strange like that. They continue walking toward the cafe. Do you have time for coffee? I was going there anyway. Sure, I don't have plans right now. Great, it will feel like a small reunion from class. Yes, but without homework. They enter the cafe and sit near the window. Waiter. What can I get for you? A cappuccino, please. Americano for me, please. Coming right up. This place is nice, calm but not silent. That's why I like it. After work, silence feels heavy sometimes. I understand. Background noise can feel comforting. Do you still talk to anyone from our class? Not really. We said we would stay in touch, but everyone became busy. That happens often after courses end. It's a bit sad though. We shared many experiences together. Yes, learning together creates a special connection. Maybe we should practice speaking sometimes. I was thinking the same thing. Casual conversations help more than formal exercises. And less pressure too. The drinks arrive. Here you go. Thank you. Thanks. I feel more relaxed already. Today was long at work. Mondays always feel longer than other days. True, I kept checking the clock after lunch. What do you usually do to relax after work? I walk or read. Recently, I started journaling in English. That's a great idea. Writing helps organize thoughts. Yes, and I noticed my vocabulary growing slowly. I want to become more consistent with practice. Maybe we can meet once a week and talk only in English. That sounds helpful and realistic. Not like homework, just conversation. Exactly. Outside it begins to rain lightly. Look, it's raining again. Perfect weather for staying inside longer. I don't mind. This conversation reminds me of our class days. Me too, but now we feel less nervous speaking. That means we improved. Yes, even if progress felt slow. I'm glad we met again today. Before this, we barely talked in class. True, we always sat in different groups. Sometimes you need a second meeting to really talk. I agree. So next week, same cafe? Yes, let's do that. Good. We'll call it our unofficial English practice. Deal. I should go soon before the rain gets stronger. Same here. I have an early meeting tomorrow. It was really nice catching up, Daniel. You too, Olivia. I'm glad we finally had a proper conversation. See you next week then. See you next week. An unexpected conversation after class. Nathan. Hey, Claire, right? From the evening writing workshop. Claire. Oh, hi Nathan. Yes, that's me. I didn't expect to see anyone from class here. Same. I almost walked past you, but then I recognized your notebook. The blue one? I bring it everywhere now. The teacher said writing daily helps. I remember that advice. I tried it for a few days, then I forgot. At least you started. That's already better than doing nothing. True. How have you been since the course ended? Pretty good. Just busy with work. I missed the class though. It gave structure to my week. I feel the same. Tuesdays feel strangely empty now. Yes, it was nice having a reason to leave the house in the evening. Are you still writing in English? I try to, mostly short journal entries about my day, nothing very exciting. Everyday topics are actually the hardest to write about. Exactly, it's easier to describe big ideas than simple daily moments. That's true. I notice I don't know basic vocabulary when I try to describe normal routines. Same problem here. They walk slowly toward the bus stop together. Do you work nearby? Yes, I work in an office building 2 streets from here. What about you? I work remotely, so I usually stay home all day. Today I came out just to change my routine. That sounds healthy. Staying inside too much affects your mood. Definitely, after several days at home, I start feeling disconnected. That's one reason I joined the writing workshop. I wanted to meet people, not only improve English. Me too, but I was too shy to talk much during class. Really? I thought you were just quiet because you were focused. Honestly, I was always thinking about grammar mistakes before speaking. I understand that feeling perfectly. Do you remember the group discussion about travel stories? Yes, when everyone had to speak for 2 minutes without notes. That exercise terrified me. Me too. My mind went completely blank at first. But after a few sentences, it became easier. That moment taught me confidence grows while speaking, not before. I wish we had more sessions like that. Maybe we can create our own practice somehow. That's not a bad idea. They reach the bus stop and sit on a bench. Are you waiting for the number 12 bus? Yes, it usually arrives around this time. Good, then we're going the same direction. What kind of writing do you enjoy most? Personal stories. I like describing small moments and emotions. That sounds difficult but meaningful. What about you? I enjoy writing opinions, but organizing my ideas in English takes time. Writing forces you to think clearly. That's why it's challenging. Have you noticed improvements since the course? Yes, especially in confidence. I don't stop writing when I don't know a word anymore. What do you do instead? I describe the idea differently using simpler words. That's actually a smart strategy. Are you still reading English articles like you mentioned in class? Yes, every morning with coffee. At first it was slow, but now I read faster. That's encouraging. I want to build a morning routine too. Small habits make a big difference over time. A bus passes, but it isn't theirs. Not our bus yet. That gives us more time to talk. Do you enjoy living in this neighborhood? Yes, it's calm but still close to the city center. I moved here recently, so I'm still discovering places. There's a bookstore nearby that you might like. It has a quiet reading corner. That sounds perfect for writing practice. Do you ever feel stuck creatively? Often. Some days I sit with my notebook and write nothing. What helps when that happens? I write about why I can't write. Somehow that works. That's surprisingly logical. Creativity sometimes needs passions more than inspiration. I like that idea. What do you usually do after work? I cook dinner, then write for 20 minutes before sleeping. That sounds like a peaceful routine. It helps me separate work life from personal time. I struggle with that because my workspace is at home. Maybe creating a small ritual could help, like walking outside after work. That's a good suggestion, a clear ending to the day. The bus finally appears in the distance. That should be ours. Yes, finally. They get on the bus and find seats. I'm glad we run into each other today. Me too. We barely talked during the course, but this feels easier now. Maybe because there's no teacher listening. Less pressure definitely helps. Do you plan to join another course soon? I'm thinking about an advanced conversation class next month. That sounds interesting. I was considering the same thing but wasn't sure. Maybe joining together would make it less intimidating. That would actually motivate me. Learning feels easier when you recognize at least one person in the room. Absolutely. The city lights pass outside the window. Even simple conversations like this feel like practice. Yes, and more natural than classroom exercises. I notice I hesitate less now than before. Same here, we're improving without noticing. Funny how we hardly spoke during 8 weeks of class, yet now we talk easily. Timing matters. Sometimes people connect later. This is my stop next. Mine is 2 stops after, but it was nice sharing the ride. Definitely. Maybe we should continue these conversations sometime. I like that. Maybe at that bookstore you mentioned. Perfect plan. See you soon, Claire. See you soon, Nathan. And don't forget to write tonight. I won't. This conversation already gave me ideas. Meeting again at the bookstore. Ethan. Hey, Mia, from the Saturday conversation group. Mia. Oh, Ethan, yes, I remember you. We practiced role plays together once. Exactly, I wasn't sure if you would recognize me without the classroom. I almost didn't, but then I remembered your notebook with all the small drawings. I still carry it everywhere. It helps me remember new words. That's a good habit. How have you been since the course finished? Pretty busy. Work became intense, so I stopped practicing regularly. I understand. When life gets busy, language practice is usually the first thing to disappear. Unfortunately, yes. And now I feel a little rusty again. Same here. That's actually why I came to this bookstore today, to find something simple to read in English. Good idea! Reading helps me reconnect with the language. Do you read often in English? Not as often as I should. I start books with motivation, then stop halfway. That happens to me too. I lose focus when the vocabulary becomes difficult. I used to translate every unknown word, but it made reading slow and tiring. I recently stopped doing that. Now I guess meanings from context. Does it work? Surprisingly, yes. I understand more than I expected. They walk slowly between bookshelves. This section looks interesting. Short stories might be easier than long novels. I agree. Finishing something small feels more motivating. Exactly. Completing a story gives a sense of progress. Are you still working at the marketing company? Yes, but my responsibilities changed. Now I attend more meetings with international clients. That sounds like good practice for English. It is, but real conversations still make me nervous. I know that feeling. Classroom conversations feel safe because everyone is learning. Real life doesn't slow down for learners. True, but people are usually more passionate than we expect. What about you? Are you still studying graphic design? Yes, and I recently started freelancing. That's great. Do you work with international clients too? Sometimes. Writing emails in English takes me a long time though. Same here. I reread messages many times before sending them. Me too. I worry about sounding unclear or too formal. Finding the right tone is difficult even in your native language. They stop near a table with recommended books. This one looks interesting. Stories for everyday English. That sounds perfect for our level. I like books that focus on daily situations. They feel practical. Yes, because we actually use those expressions outside class. Do you remember how quiet we were during the first weeks of the course? Yes, everyone waited for someone else to speak first. And now we're talking easily in a bookstore. That shows progress, I guess. Definitely. Why did you join the conversation group originally? I wanted confidence more than grammar knowledge. I understood English but avoided speaking. That was my reason too. I needed practice thinking aloud. Speaking forces you to accept mistakes and realize mistakes are not disasters. Soft music plays in the background. I like the atmosphere here. It feels calm and inspiring. Bookstores always slow time somehow. Yes, people move more quietly here. Do you usually spend weekends reading? Sometimes. Other weekends I walk around the city and take photos. Photography sounds relaxing. It helps me notice details I normally ignore. I've been trying to reduce screen time lately. Too many hours online make me tired. Same. Reading physical books feels refreshing compared to scrolling. Exactly. Have you kept in touch with anyone from the group? Not really. Everyone said we should meet again, but schedules never matched. That happens often after courses end. Maybe informal meetings work better than organized ones. Like randomly meeting in a bookstore. Exactly like this. They sit at a small reading table. Can I ask you something about pronunciation? Sure, I will try to help. How do you pronounce this word? Through? I always hesitate. It sounds like through. The spelling is confusing. English spelling feels like a puzzle sometimes. Yes, but repeated exposure helps. Do you still listen to podcasts like you mentioned in class? Yes, mostly during commuting. Even passive listening improves understanding. I started doing that too while cooking dinner. Multitasking practice works surprisingly well. Sometimes I feel my progress is invisible. Until you compare yourself with your past self, then you notice improvement. That's true. 6 months ago, I couldn't hold conversations this long. Same year. A staff member organizes books nearby. I think I'll buy this book. It looks manageable. I might buy the same one so we can discuss stories later. That sounds like a mini book club. Exactly, and formal learning again. Would you like to grab coffee after this? There's a cafe next door. Sure, talking more would be good practice. And less pressure than classroom activities. Definitely. They walk toward the checkout counter. Cashier. Did you find everything you were looking for? Yes, thank you. Yes, and maybe more than expected. Outside the bookstore. The weather is nice today, perfect for walking. Yes, weekends feel calmer than weekdays. I'm glad we talked today. During the course, we never had enough time to really know each other. True, group activities kept conversations short. Now it feels more natural. Maybe learning continues better outside classrooms. I think so. Real conversations make language alive. So, same bookstore next weekend? I'd like that. We can talk about the first story. Deal. It was really nice seeing you again, Ethan. You too, Mia. Funny how a simple meeting can restart motivation. Yes, now I actually want to practice again tonight. Me too. See you next weekend then. See you. Sharing a table on a busy evening. Julia. Is anyone using this chair or can I sit here? Everywhere else is full. Leon. You can take it. I was just waiting for my order. Thanks. This place is much busier than usual today. Yeah, I think there's an event nearby. People keep coming in. That explains it. I almost left because I couldn't find a seat. She puts her bag down and sits. Oh, I think we've met before. Not here, somewhere else. Wait, weren't you in the project management workshop last spring? Yes, exactly. You sat near the window during the sessions. Right, and you always arrived early, with coffee. Now I remember. Funny how we didn't really talk back then. We mostly worked in different groups. How did you find the workshop overall? Useful but exhausting. After each session, my brain felt completely full. Same, I learned a lot, but I needed a break afterward. Did you actually use any of the techniques at work? Surprisingly, yes, especially the planning method with weekly goals. I tried that too, but I stopped after a month. Why? I realized I planned perfectly but didn't leave space for unexpected tasks. That happens to me as well. Real life rarely follows schedules. A waiter brings drinks to another table. Background noise grows. Do you still work at the consulting company? Yes, but my role changed recently. Now I communicate more with clients instead of working alone. That sounds challenging. It is. Speaking clearly is harder than solving technical problems. I understand. Communication skills are underestimated. What about you? You mentioned changing jobs during the course. I finally did. I moved to a smaller company. Was it a good decision? I think so. Less stress, but more responsibility. That's an interesting combination. Yes, I feel more involved in decisions now. Do you like the team? Mostly yes. Everyone is friendly, but I'm still getting used to their working style. New environments always take time to understand. Especially office culture. Every workplace has unspoken rules. Her phone lights up. She silences it. Sorry, work messages never stop. That's modern life. Even evenings don't feel completely free anymore. Exactly. That's why I came here. I wanted a small break from screens. Good choice. Cafes help me reset after long days. Do you come here often? Sometimes. I like observing people while thinking about work problems. Observing strangers is strangely relaxing. Do you still use English at work? I remember you wanted to improve it. Yes, more than before. We work with international partners now. That must be great practice. It is, but real conversations still make me nervous sometimes. Same here. Meetings move fast and there's little time to think. Exactly. In courses, you have time to prepare sentences. I noticed confidence comes after surviving awkward moments. That's true. My first online meeting was terrible. What happened? I misunderstood a question and answered something completely different. Oh no! Everyone looked confused, but then we laughed and continued. After that, I relaxed more. Sometimes mistakes help break tension. A barista calls out an order loudly. Are you working on anything interesting these days? A long project with many deadlines. It feels endless. I know that feeling. When finishing one task only reveals 3 new ones. Exactly. Progress becomes invisible. How do you deal with that stress? I try walking after work instead of going straight home. It clears my head. I recently started journaling in the evenings. In English or your native language? Mostly English. It helps me organize thoughts and practice vocabulary. That's actually a great idea. They both sip their drinks. It's interesting how conversations feel easier outside formal settings. Yes, during the workshop I always felt observed. Same, now it feels more natural. Maybe learning continues better through casual conversations. Do you keep contact with anyone from the course? Not really. Everyone disappeared into their routines again. That happens often after shared experiences end. Which is a bit sad, honestly. Yes, because you spend weeks learning together. At least we accidentally fixed that today. True, random meetings sometimes work better than planned reunions. Rain starts tapping softly against the windows. I didn't expect rain tonight. Me neither. I didn't bring an umbrella. Same problem. Looks like we'll stay here a little longer. Not the worst situation. Definitely not. Do you ever think about taking another course? I was considering an advanced communication class. I've thought about that too, but wasn't sure if I should. Maybe continuing learning with a familiar face would help. That would make it less intimidating. Learning alone requires strong discipline, and motivation disappears faster when you're alone. Exactly. The cafe becomes quieter as some people leave. Funny how we barely spoke during months of classes. And now we've talked for almost an hour. Timing matters, I guess. Yes, sometimes people connect later. I should probably leave before the rain gets worse. Same, I still have emails waiting for me at home. It was nice finally having a real conversation. I agree. This feels like the conversation we never had during the workshop. Maybe we should continue it another day. I like that. Same place next week? Sounds good. Less crowded, hopefully. Hopefully. Take care, Leon. You too, Julia. See you next week. A small misunderstanding at work. Hannah. Do you have a minute, Eric? I wanted to ask you something about the report. Eric. Sure, I was just finishing an email. What's up? I read your comments this morning, and I wasn't completely sure what you meant in one part. Oh, about the budget section? Yes, exactly. You wrote needs clarification, but I didn't know if the numbers were wrong or if the explanation was unclear. Oh, I see the confusion. The numbers are fine. I meant the explanation could be simpler. Oh, that's a relief. I thought I made a serious mistake. No, not at all. Actually, the calculations were very accurate. Good. I spent almost 2 hours checking everything again. Sorry if my comment sounded too critical. I sometimes write short notes when I'm in a hurry. It's okay. Written feedback can be hard to interpret. True. Tone disappears in messages. I almost sent you a long email asking about it, but I decided to talk in person instead. That was a good decision. Conversations solve problems faster. I'm learning that slowly. They sit at a small meeting table. So, how are you finding the project overall? You joined the team recently, right? Yes, this is only my 3rd week. I'm still trying to understand everyone's working style. That takes time. Every team has its own rhythm. I noticed that. Some people prefer quick meetings, others write very detailed messages. And I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I'm still figuring that out. Honestly, you adapted quickly. Your reports are very organized. Thanks, I was nervous starting here because everyone seemed experienced. Most people just look confident. Inside, we're all still learning. That's comforting to hear. What was your previous job like? Smaller company, fewer projects, slower pace. Here, everything moves faster. Yes, deadlines appear suddenly sometimes. Yesterday, I checked the calendar 3 times because I thought I misunderstood the timeline. That happens even after years here. Someone walks past the meeting room, closing the door softly. Can I ask something else? Of course. During meetings, people interrupt each other politely, but I never know when it's okay to speak. That's a common challenge. The trick is to start speaking slightly before the silence ends. That sounds difficult. It feels strange at first, but after a few tries, it becomes natural. I worry about interrupting someone accidentally. If it happens, just smile and let them continue. Nobody minds. I'll try that next time. You're doing presentations next week, right? Yes, and I'm already nervous about it. Why? You explained your ideas clearly in the last meeting. I prepared that explanation for hours. Speaking spontaneously is harder. Preparation helps, but authenticity matters more. Preparation helps, but authenticity matters more. Do you still feel nervous before presentations? Every time. The difference is I learn to continue speaking even when I feel nervous. That sounds like real confidence. It's more like practice than confidence. Hannah looks at her laptop. Would you mind looking at one paragraph with me? I want to make the explanation clearer, like you suggested. Sure, let's see. Here, I described the cost changes step by step, but maybe it's too detailed. The information is good, but readers might get lost. Maybe start with a short summary sentence. Like a conclusion first? Exactly. Then explain the details afterward. That makes sense. Sometimes I focus too much on accuracy and forget readability. That's normal when you care about quality. I appreciate you explaining this. I was worried you were unhappy with my work. Not at all. Actually, the team was impressed with how quickly you learned the system. Really? Nobody said that directly. People often think positive things but forget to say them aloud. That's interesting. Silence can feel negative even when it isn't. Exactly. They both laughed lightly. I'm glad I asked instead of worrying all day. Overthinking reading comments is very common. I've done it many times myself. Good to know I'm not alone. Do you usually eat lunch with the team? Not yet. I didn't want to interrupt existing groups. You should join us tomorrow. It's very informal. Are you sure? Absolutely. That's actually where most real conversations happen. That may help me feel more comfortable here. It definitely will. A notification sound comes from Eric's laptop. Looks like our meeting starts in 10 minutes. Already? Time passed quickly. Good conversations do that. Thanks again for clarifying the report comments. I feel much better now. Anytime, and feel free to ask directly whenever something isn't clear. I will. Talking is less stressful than guessing. Exactly. Communication prevents small misunderstandings from becoming big problems. I'm learning that lesson today. Okay, I'll update the summary before the meeting. Sounds good. Let me know if you want another quick review later. I will. Thanks, Eric. See you in the meeting room. See you in a few minutes. Working late at the office. Lena. I didn't expect anyone else to still be here this late. Marcus. Yeah, same here. I thought the office was empty until I heard someone in the kitchen. That was probably me making another cup of tea. I'm trying to stay awake long enough to finish this task. Long day? Very long. I underestimated how much time this project will take. I know that feeling. Deadlines always look reasonable until you actually start working. You're on the marketing team, right? We met briefly during the onboarding week. Yes, exactly. You joined the analytics department around the same time. Oh, right. We only talked for a few minutes near the coffee machine. I remember. Everything felt chaotic that week. I barely remembered anyone's name by the end of the first day. How are you settling in now? Better than before, but I still feel like I'm catching up with everyone else. That's normal. The first months are mostly about understanding how things work. I keep discovering small rules nobody explains officially. Office culture is usually learned by observation, not instructions. He closes his laptop halfway and turns his chair slightly. What are you working on tonight? A performance report for tomorrow morning's meeting. I thought it would take 2 hours, but I'm still here. Reports always grow bigger than planned. Exactly. Every time I check the data, I find something else that just. Do you enjoy this type of work? I do actually. I like solving problems and finding patterns, but I'm still learning the company's system. That part takes patience. Even after a year, I still discover shortcuts I didn't know existed. That's reassuring. I thought I was just slow. Not slow, just new. Big difference. I'll try to remember that. The office lights dim slightly as a dramatic evening mode activates. Wow, the lights just changed. That makes it feel even later. The building switches to night mode after 7. It's a reminder to go home, I guess. Unfortunately, my report didn't get the message. Do you usually stay late? Not really. I try to keep a balance, but today was unusual. Same here. I had a client presentation this afternoon, and I needed time afterward to fix a few details. Presentations still make me nervous. Me too, honestly. Even after many presentations, I still feel stressed before starting. Really? You seemed very confident during onboarding. That was mostly preparation. Confidence often looks stronger from the outside. That's comforting. I thought experienced people stop feeling nervous. I think they just learn how to continue despite the nerves. She scrolls through her document. Can I ask you something, since you work with presentations often? Sure. How do you know when a report is finished? I keep editing small details endlessly. That's a common problem. At some point, improvement becomes invisible. That's exactly how I feel right now. I usually ask myself one question: is the message clear? If yes, I stop editing. That sounds simple but useful. I focus too much on perfection. Many analytical people do. Marketing taught me that clarity matters more than perfection. She leans back slightly, thinking. I think I needed to hear that today. Late evenings create space for honest conversations. Do you like working here overall? Yes, mostly because of the team. Projects are stressful sometimes, but people are supportive. I'm still getting to know everyone. Group conversations move fast, and I don't always know when to speak. That improves naturally. Listening first actually helps you understand dynamics. I notice people joke a lot during meetings. Humor helps reduce pressure. Don't worry if you don't understand every joke immediately. Good, because sometimes I smile a few seconds late. That happens to everyone in new environments. A cleaning staff member passes quietly outside. Seeing the cleaning team always reminds me I stayed too long. Say, it's a clear signal we should probably finish soon. Do you have any routines after work to relax? I usually go for a short walk before going home. It helps me separate work from personal time. That sounds healthy. I usually go straight home and keep thinking about unfinished tasks. A physical transition helps your brain switch modes. I might try that tomorrow. Even 10 minutes outside makes a difference. She rereads her report silently. Okay, I think I finally reached the point you described. The message is clear. Then you're done. It feels strange to stop editing. That feeling never completely disappears. Would you mind quickly reading the summary, just to check if it makes sense to someone outside my department? Sure, let me see. He reads for a moment. This is very clear. I understand the main conclusion immediately. Really? Yes, you explained complex data in simple language. That's not easy. That's a huge relief. I spent the whole afternoon worrying it wasn't good enough. Sometimes we need another perspective to see our own work objectively. She saves the file and closes her laptop. Done, finally. Congratulations, that's the best moment of a long work day. I almost didn't believe it would end. Thanks for talking with me. I was getting frustrated before you came to the kitchen. I'm glad I made that tea then. Conversations help more than silent stress. Definitely, working late feels less heavy when someone else is around. True, earlier the office felt intimidatingly quiet. They stand and gather their things. Are you heading home now? Yes, immediately before I find another detail to fix. Good strategy. I'm glad we talked more today. During onboarding, everything was too rushed to really connect. Yeah, quick introductions rarely show who people really are. Real conversations happen later, like this. Same time tomorrow, hopefully not this late. Hopefully not. One late evening per week is enough for me. They walk toward the elevator together. I feel much more relaxed now than an hour ago. That means the evening was productive in more than one way. Thanks again for the advice and the quick review. Anytime, we're teammates after all. See you tomorrow, Marcus. See you tomorrow, Lena. Get some rest. Running into each other at the gym again. Adrian. Are you finished these weights or are you still using them? Chloe. Oh, you can take them. I was just resting between sets anyway. Thanks. The gym is unusually crowded tonight. Yeah, I noticed. I almost left when I saw how full it was. Same here, but I already skipped yesterday, so I forced myself to stay. That sounds familiar. Motivation is easier before arriving than after. He adjusts the weights. We've met before, haven't we? Not here exactly. Maybe during the beginner training sessions last month? Yes, I think so. The Saturday morning class, right? That's it. We practiced those balance exercises together once. Oh yes, the difficult ones where everyone kept losing balance. I remember laughing because nobody could stay still for more than 5 seconds, including the instructor. Funny how we never really talked after that. Classes ended quickly each time and everyone rushed out. True, I'm Adrian by the way. Chloe, nice to properly meet you this time. Nice to meet you too. Do you come here regularly? Do you come here regularly? I try to come 3 times a week, but work sometimes ruins my plans. Same. Some weeks I'm consistent, other weeks I disappear completely. At least we keep coming back eventually. What do you do for work? I work in software support, lots of problem solving and long hours at a computer. That explains why you're here lifting weights. Exactly, sitting all day makes my back hurt. I work in publishing, mostly editing tasks, so I also sit too much. Then we probably joined this gym for similar reasons. They move aside as someone passes. I almost quit after my first week here. Really? Why? I felt completely lost. Everyone seemed experienced, and I didn't know how to use health machines. I felt the same. I watched other people carefully before trying anything. Me too. Observation became my survival strategy. What made you continue? Small progress. One day exercises suddenly felt easier, and that motivated me. That's true. Improvement is slow but noticeable over time. He finishes his set and sits nearby. Do you prefer working out alone or in classes? Classes help me stay disciplined, but I like the freedom of individual workouts. Same. Classes give structure, but alone you can move at your own pace. Are you training for something specific? Not really, just trying to feel healthier and have more energy. Good goal. I started mainly to reduce stress. Has it helped? Surprisingly a lot. After workouts, my mind feels quieter. I noticed that too. Problems seem smaller afterward. Physical movement changes perspective somehow. Music changes to a slower track. Do you listen to the music here or bring your own? Usually my own playlist, but today I forgot my headphones. Same situation, at least the gym music isn't terrible tonight. True, sometimes it's impossible to focus. Do you come at this time often? Not usually. I prefer mornings, but today meetings ran late. Evening workouts feel different, more crowded but also more energetic. Yes, people seem determined after work. I almost didn't come today because I felt tired. That's always the hardest moment, deciding whether to go or stay home. And usually you never regret coming. Exactly. They walked toward the stretching area. I always forget stretching unless someone reminds me. Same, then I regret it the next day. Last week I could barely walk after skipping it. Lesson learned the hard way. Do you have routines outside the gym to stay healthy? I try walking home instead of taking the bus when the weather is good. That sounds nice. Walking helps clear thoughts after work. What about you? I started cooking more instead of ordering food. It's slower but more relaxing. Cooking can be surprisingly therapeutic. Unless you burn everything. I've done that more times than I want to admit. Good, then I'm not alone. They laughed briefly. Do you still remember the breathing exercise from class? Yes, the one we thought was unnecessary at first. Now I use it before stressful meetings. Really? It actually works. I might try that at work. Deadlines make me tense sometimes. Small techniques can change how you react to stress. They sit on a bench to rest. It's interesting, during the course we barely spoke, but now conversation feels easy. Probably because there's no pressure to perform or answer correctly. Yes, casual conversations feel more natural than structured activities. Do you plan to join another class here? I was thinking about the intermediate training sessions next month. I saw that announcement too, but wasn't sure if I was ready. Maybe joining with someone familiar would help. That would definitely make it easier. Then maybe we should sign up for the same group. That sounds like a good plan. The gym begins to empty slowly. It's getting quieter now. My favorite moment, when most people leave and everything slows down. Same, the atmosphere becomes calmer. I should probably finish soon before I lose motivation completely. Same here, one more exercise and I'm done. A few minutes later. Okay, I'm officially exhausted. That means it was a successful workout. True. I'm glad we talked today. It made the workout pass faster. Definitely, time moves differently with conversation. See you around then, maybe next week. Very likely, same evening schedule for me. Good, maybe next time we won't wait a month to talk again. Agreed. Have a good evening, Adrian. You too, Chloe. Take care. Waiting before a team meeting. Sophie. Is this seat free or is someone coming back? Daniel. It's free. Everyone else is still getting coffee, I think. Good. I didn't want to sit in the wrong place right before the meeting starts. That happens more often than people admit. I'm still learning how things work around here, so I try not to make small mistakes. You joined recently, right? Yes, about a month ago. We met briefly during orientation, but everything was so busy that day. Oh, now I remember. You joined the operations team. Exactly, and you're in product development if I'm not wrong? That's right. She opens her notebook and looks slightly nervous. Do meetings always feel this serious here? Unlike the Monday ones, people are still adjusting to the week. That explains the silence outside. Give it 10 minutes, someone will make a joke and everyone will relax. I hope so. I still feel a little unsure about when to speak during discussions. That's normal at the beginning. Most new people observe first. I worry about interrupting someone accidentally. The trick is to start talking when the conversation slows, not when it fully stops. That sounds like good advice, but probably difficult in practice. It becomes easier once you recognize people's speaking patterns. You sound very comfortable in meetings. Honestly, I wasn't at first. During my first months, I barely said anything. Really? Yes, I spent more time worrying about sounding wrong than actually contributing ideas. That's exactly how I feel right now. People begin entering the room slowly. I prepared notes so I wouldn't forget important points. That's smart. Preparation gives confidence. But sometimes conversations move in unexpected directions and my notes stop helping. That happens to everyone. Flexibility matters more than perfect preparation. How long have you worked here? Almost 2 years now, long enough to understand the culture, but still learning new things. What surprised you most when you started? How informal communication actually is. Emails look professional, but daily conversations are relaxed. I noticed that too. People switch between serious discussions and casual jokes quickly. It helps reduce stress during busy periods. Someone closes the meeting room door softly. Do you enjoy working on this team? Yes, mainly because people share responsibilities. No one works completely alone. That's something I appreciate already. My previous job felt very isolated. Collaboration makes difficult projects easier. I'm still trying to understand everyone's roles. That takes time. After a few projects, everything becomes clearer. I hope so. Sometimes I feel slow compared to others. You're not slow, you're new. That distinction matters. I keep reminding myself of that. Progress in a new job is often invisible at first. She looks at the presentation screen. Are you presenting today? Just a short update, nothing too complicated. I am presenting next week and I'm already nervous. What part worries you most? Answering unexpected questions. I'm afraid I won't respond clearly enough. It's okay to pause and think before answering. Silence feels longer to you than to others. That's reassuring. Also, people usually want clarity, not perfection. I tend to aim for perfection automatically. Many people do at the beginning. A colleague waves at Daniel from across the room. Do you prepare presentations alone or with teammates? Usually I ask someone to review my slides first. Fresh eyes notice unclear parts. That makes sense. Maybe I should do that too. Feel free to send yours to me if you want feedback. Really? That would help a lot. Of course, we all did that when we started. I appreciate that. Sometimes asking for help feels uncomfortable. It becomes easier once you realize everyone needed help at some point. More people take seats. Quiet conversations fill the room. Do meetings usually stay on schedule? Officially, yes. Realistically, not always. Good to know. I scheduled another task right after this. Maybe leave a small buffer next time. Discussions often run longer than planned. I am learning many practical things today. Experiences, mostly learning small details nobody writes down. Outside work, do people from the team spend time together? Sometimes we have informal lunches or short walks after work. I haven't joined yet. I wasn't sure if it was appropriate. You definitely should. That's where relationships really form. I'll try next time. The meeting organizer connects a laptop to the screen. My heart always beats faster right before meetings start. Mine too, even now. Really? Yes, the difference is I learned that nervous energy can actually help focus. I like that perspective. Think of it as readiness instead of anxiety. I'll try to remember that next week. The room grows quieter. I'm glad we talked before the meeting. I feel less tense now. Same here. Conversations help shift attention away from stress. It's funny, we met weeks ago but never really talked until today. That happens often in workplaces. Real conversations appear later. I'm glad this one finally happened. Me too. Meeting leader. Okay, everyone, let's begin. They both straighten their posture. Wish me luck for next week's presentation. You won't need luck, but you have it anyway. Thanks, Daniel. Anytime. The meeting begins as they open their notebooks and focus on the discussion. Dinner after a long day. Maya. I'm glad we chose this place. It looks cozy. Lucas. Yeah, and it's quieter than the restaurant across the street. Alina. I'm just happy to sit down. I've been walking all day. Waiter. Good evening. Table for 3? Yes, please. Follow me. They sit at the table. The menu looks huge. I never know what to choose in places like this. Same, I always need 10 minutes just to understand the options. Let's start with drinks first. That's easier. Can I get you something to drink? Could I have a glass of water, please? I'll have sparkling water. Do you have fresh lemonade? Yes, we do. Then I'll take that, please. Great, I'll be right back. Okay, useful phrase number 1. Could I have? I use that everywhere. Yeah, it sounds more polite than just saying I want. I used to say give me lemonade and it sounded terrible. Direct but not very polite. Another good one is I'll have. It's simple and natural. Right, like I'll have the chicken salad. Easy. They look at the menus. What does grilled mean again? It means cooked over fire or high heat, usually without much oil. Restaurants use that word a lot. Grilled chicken, grilled vegetable, grilled fish. Good to know. I always guessed from pictures. I'm trying to decide between pasta and soup. When I can't decide, I ask the waiter, "What do you recommend?" "Oh, that's a good phrase. Say it again." "What do you recommend?" Okay, I'm definitely using that today. The waiter returns with drinks. Here you go, water, sparkling water, and lemonade. Are you ready to order, or do you need a few more minutes? We need a few more minutes, please. Of course. We need a few more minutes, another useful sentence. Yes, because I'm never ready when they first come back. Same, I panic and almost order randomly. I hate that moment when they stand there waiting. Me too, I suddenly forget how to read. Okay, I think I'm ready. Already? That was fast. I decided not to overthink. I'll get the pasta. I'm between two dishes again. Ask about ingredients. You can say, "What comes with this dish?" That's useful. I never know how to ask that. Waiter comes back. Are you ready to order now? Yes. I'll have the mushroom pasta, please. I'll have the grilled chicken with vegetables. What do you recommend between the salmon and the vegetable bowl? The salmon is very popular today. Okay, I'll have the salmon then. Excellent choice. Would you like anything else? No, that's all for now. Thank you. Perfect, your food will be ready shortly. Waiter leaves. I feel proud. That was the smoothest restaurant order I've ever made in English. You sounded completely natural. Asking questions helps conversations feel real. Another phrase I hear often is, "Can we get?" Yes, like, "Can we get some bread?" or "Can we get another menu?" Or later, "Can we get the bill?" Oh right, the bill, not the money paper. Yes, definitely not that. They relax and sip their drinks. Do you guys enjoy eating out often? I do, mostly because I like trying new foods. I enjoy the atmosphere more than the food sometimes. Restaurants are also great places to practice English naturally. True, you learn practical expressions, not textbook sentences. And you repeat the same phrases every time, so they stick. Food arrives. Here's the mushroom pasta, grilled chicken, and salmon. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. That looks amazing. Mine smells really good too. Okay, another phrase people use. This looks delicious. Or smells great. Restaurants are full of small expressions like that. They start eating. Wow, this is really good. You can also say it tastes amazing. Or this is exactly what I wanted. I'm writing these down later. Food vocabulary is important. If something isn't good, you can politely say it's not really my taste. Much nicer than saying I don't like it. Good to know, polite honesty. After a while. I'm already full, the portions here are big. Same, I might not finish mine. Then you can ask for a takeaway box. Right. Could I get this to go? Yes, very useful phrase. Waiter returns. How's everything? Everything is great, thank you. Really delicious. Yes, we loved it. I'm glad to hear that. Waiter leaves again. That question always comes, how is everything? And the safest answer is everything is great. Even if you're still chewing. They laugh. Okay, dessert or no dessert? I shouldn't, but maybe we can share one. Sharing dessert sounds perfect. Waiter returns. Could we see the dessert menu, please? Of course. Another phrase learned successfully. You're improving fast today. Later. I think we're ready for the bill. Yes, I can eat another bite. How do we ask politely again? Could we get the bill, please? Okay, my turn. Yes? Could we get the bill, please? Certainly, I'll bring it right away. Waiter leaves. That felt very natural. See, practice works quickly. Next time you'll order without thinking at all. Today was basically a language lesson with food. The best type of lesson. Definitely the most delicious one. At a hair salon. Anna. Hi, do I need an appointment or can I just walk in? Receptionist. Do you have a booking? No, I don't. I was hoping you might have time today. Let me check. Yes, we have a free spot in about 15 minutes. That's perfect, thank you. Anna sits. A stylist approaches. Liam. Hi, I'm Liam. I'll be taking care of you today. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna. So, what are we doing today? Honestly, I'm not completely sure. I just know I need a change. That's something I hear a lot. We can figure it out together. Good, because I never know how to explain what I want. No problem. Let's start with a simple question. How much length do you want to keep? I like to keep most of it, maybe just trim the ends. Okay, so just a trim. That means cutting a small amount to make the hair healthier. Yes, exactly. Do you want layers or do you prefer it all one length? Could you explain layers? I hear that word often. Sure, layers mean different hair lengths so the hair moves more naturally. Oh, I see. Then maybe light layers, nothing too dramatic. Got it, natural and simple. He gestures toward the chair. Please have a seat. Thank you. Another common question you'll hear in salons is, how would you like it styled? Meaning straight or curly? Exactly. Straight, wavy, curly, or just natural. Before we start, can I ask something? Of course. What's a polite way to say I don't want it too short? I always worry about that. A very useful phrase is, just a little off, please. Just a little off, okay, I like that. You can also say, not too short, or I'd like to keep the length. That sounds much safer than saying nothing and hoping for the best. They both laugh. I'll start by washing your hair. Is the water temperature okay? Yes, it's perfect. That's another phrase clients often use. That's perfect or that's fine. Good to know. I usually just say, okay. After washing, they return to the mirror. Alright, I'm going to trim the ends first. Let me know if you feel uncomfortable at any point. Sure. Another question, how do I ask for advice politely? You can say, what would you recommend? Oh, that's useful everywhere, not only here. Exactly. For example, you could ask, what would you recommend for my hair type? Okay then, what would you recommend for my hair? I'd suggest light layers and a bit more shape around the front. It will frame your face better. Frame your face. I've heard that phrase before. It means the haircut follows the shape of your face. Sounds good. Let's try that. Great. He starts cutting. I always feel nervous during haircuts because I can see what's happening behind me. Totally understandable. If you ever want to check, you can say, can I see how it looks so far? That's a very helpful phrase. And what if I want something changed while you're cutting? You can politely say, could we go a little shorter here, or could we leave this part longer? That sounds respectful. Communication makes the result much better. I agree, silence is risky in hair salons. A few minutes pass. How does this length look to you? I like it, maybe just a little shorter in the front. Sure, just a little shorter. I'm proud, I actually explained what I wanted clearly this time. You did very well. Another phrase I hear is blow dry. What exactly does it mean? Blow dry means drying your hair using a hair dryer while styling it. Okay, then yes, I'd like a blow dry, please. Perfect. He begins styling. Do you usually style your hair at home? Not really, I never know which products to use. You can ask, what product should I use for the style? Let me try. What product should I use for the style? A light styling cream would work well for you. I'm learning so many useful phrases today. Real-life situations are the best language lessons. He finishes styling and turns the chair toward the mirror. Okay, take a look. What do you think? Oh, I love it! It looks natural but different. Glad you like it. If I didn't like something, what could I say politely? You could say, could we adjust this part a little? That sounds friendly and clear. Good, polite honesty again. Exactly. They walk toward the counter. How was everything today? Everything was great, thank you. She was very clear about what she wanted, that always helps. One last phrase, how do I ask when I should come back? You can say, when should I come back in for my next trim? Perfect, when should I come in for my next trim? Around 6 to 8 weeks would be ideal. Great, I'll remember that. Thanks for all the help today, both with my hair and my English. Anytime. See you next time, Anna. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more simple and relaxing English practice. See you next time.